If you use something like a whetstone or a handheld, you know the hard part is keeping the angles consistent, right? If you don't, you're going to ruin the blade. We've set the angles for you. This is a V-Sharpener. All you have to do, it's got a big suction cup. Put it straight down on your counter, lock it into place. It could be your countertop, it could be your refrigerator. My wife keeps it on the side of the refrigerator. Now my girlfriend, she puts it on the inside of the cupboard. It's a different house, though. They really don't. It's a different story. Now the angles we've set for you, all you have to do is put that knife at a 90-degree angle straight up and down, just like that. The blades themselves are tungsten carbide steel. They've been impregnated with diamonds. They're never going to wear out. It's a lifetime warranty. If you figure out a way to wear it out, let us know how you did it. We're going to replace it for you. You don't have to hold it. You don't have to get your fingers involved in the process. Straight up and down, just like that. Watch the front of the diamond blades as I pull the knife through here. Can you see the metal coming off of that knife, right? You have to move metal off of a blade if you want to sharpen a dull knife. People think you can do it with that. You can't. That's a honing steel or a straightening steel. All that does is straighten an edge or knock off the burrs. Now that much metal won't come flying off your knife every time you use my sharpener. If it did, 6 months from now you'd have a handle, right? I just did that for a reason, because in my demonstration I use a very dull knife. I just want to show you how powerful my sharpener is. But if you've got a reasonably sharp knife in your house and you draw it through my sharpener exactly the same way, the amount of metal that comes off there is insignificant. You won't ruin that blade. You can do it every day. You're not going to hurt it, but it's going to be a razor sharp edge. I'll give you a little challenge you can do tonight to prove to you how powerful my sharpener is. When you get home, get the sharpest knife that you think you've got in your home. If you've got a sharpener, sharpen it some more. Okay, now you're on my team for this. You sharpen something with my sharpener tonight, not a knife. That's too easy. You ever get a paper cut? They sting, right? Get a piece of paper or a gift card, a hotel room key. Grab someone's credit card. They won't mind. Pull it right through my sharpener. Now you are going to be in the kitchen. It's you on my team. You're going to be in the kitchen with your card, pulling it through my sharpener a couple times. You're going to spend 20 minutes on a whetstone trying to get the best edge you think you can get. When you do, you got the best edge on that knife you think you can get. Go in the kitchen, get a nice ripe tomato, see how well that knife cuts. And then ask yourself, why on earth would you waste your time on anything other than my sharpener when it's this easy? You can sharpen something small, like a pen knife, a pocket knife, a utility knife, bigger blades like a machete or a meat cleaver 2 or 3 times right through the sharpener. You'll be able to do all your fine chopping and your dicing. You guys have steak knives at home? Serrated knives, bread knives, the one that just squishes the bread down now, and you have to stretch it out. You're going to be able to use that knife again as well, because all you have to do is pull it through my sharpener straight up and down the same way. Take your time. You want to get every individual tip. Just doing the tips, and then wipe it off. You just don't want those metal filings in your food. Now, we do sell thousands of sharpeners every year. The reason we sell so many has really nothing to do with knives. It's because everybody's got a half a dozen pairs of these laying around the house, and they're dull. And then you just stick them in a drawer, you throw them out, you buy another pair. When you sharpen a knife, you sharpen both sides of the knife at exactly the same time, right? When you sharpen a pair of scissors, you sharpen one edge. It's the beveled edge. It's 23 degrees. Here's how you do it. You put it in my sharpener, tip it to the left just a bit, and then pull it through. You're just getting that bevel. Put it in the sharpener, turn it around, tip it to the left, pull it through. Now, I don't care whether you've got a $2 pair of scissors from Walmart or a $200 pair of scissors, because you're a seamstress, your scissors should cut to the tip every time. When you go into your garage, you've got a big pair of scissors out there. It's your garden shears. Now these, all you do is the same. You put it to the left, pull it through the sharpener. You see the metal coming off of there? You'll keep them nice and sharp. Flip it over, do the same. Tip it to the left. The big loppers and the pruners, you can open them up and run it through the same way. Or if you can't get it off, you can just pop off the nut. You can't get the little blades in there on the little handheld ones. You can pop the nut off, pull out the blade, and run it through just like that. Same as a pair of scissors. The last thing is this. It's my lawnmower blade. Now your lawnmower blade is a little harder metal. You're going to want to do it. You're going to want to do it 4 or 5 times straight through my sharpener. And by the way, if it's rusted on there and you can't get it off, or you just don't want to take it off, you can bring the sharpener right to your lawnmower blade. But you do understand, everything in your garden, all of your tools in your lawnmower blade, they come in contact with pesticides, tree sap, poisons, all the poop from the dog. And I tell you that because if you want to get one, you need to decide. Do you want it for your kitchen, or do you want one in your garden? You don't want to sharpen your lawnmower and then bring the same one in your kitchen and do your nice knives. Now, if you want to get one, there's two ways you can get it. You can get it from me at the fair today, or you can get it through our online catalog. If you do, it comes in a nice little gift bag. It's got the lifetime warranty and all the instructions. It's got the words for the girls. It's got the pictures for the boys. It's $40 plus the shipping when it gets to your house. It's $48. Now, if you want to get it from me, well, we do a couple of things. First of all, we obviously save you that $8 for the shipping. Number two, we take $15 off of the price. So when you get one from me, it's $25 at the fair, not $48 through the mail. If you want another one, because you do want one in the garden and one in the kitchen, they're $20 a piece. They're 2 for $40. Now, the price just starts getting better from there. Let's say you want the Christmas pack. We had a lot of people this year ask us to put together a Christmas pack, so we did. If you get 5, they're $20 a piece. It's $100. You get the 6th one free. That brings it down to $16.66 a piece. You've got 4 Christmas gifts. You got one in the kitchen. You got one in the garden. Everybody's happy. My kid eats tonight. It's all good. Don't worry about him. He's fine. He's little. Now, if you want one, here's how this works. A couple of you might just want one. I get it. You might want 2. That's fine. You got yours for $20 a piece. But you may want one. You may want one. You may want one, and you don't want to pay $25. Anybody out there want to pay less than $25 for a single one? Hold your hand up. You got one. You got a buddy. All right, you got a few buddies. Everybody's in. All I had to do was get 2 out of the way, and then you got one, and you got one. Everybody's $22 out the door. $20 plus the tax. You got one. Is that all you want? Is one? And you can hand me the money, or you can, bring it over here to Daryl. It's fine. Who else wants the one? Okay, and did you?
I'm just thinking about another one.
You can get. You're fine. There's enough people to get
No,
my.
I understand. I'm talking.
Sure. That's yours. You can pay Daryl, or you can pay me. Who else wanted one? You want one, and you want one. Anybody else want this? I've got a couple of more through this 6-pack I'm allowed to do. You got one as well. You got one back there too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got one. You got one, and you want one. Okay. So go ahead, everybody. Hand your $22 to me or Daryl. Just make